Hello everyone. In today's video, I shall give you a little summary or an exploration on a novel written by Shyam Selvadurai. He is a Sri Lankan born Canadian writer, novelist. And the novel Funny Boy, it is a historical novel, and through the plot of this novel, the author has tried to delineate 1983 Colombo riots that took place in the capital of Sri Lanka. And it was a pogrom, or it was a kind of genocide or communal riots that was premeditated, and it was finally triggered by a deadly ambush on 23 July 1983, which caused the death of 13 Sri Lanka army soldiers by the Tamil militant group Liberation Tigers of Tamil Elam LTTE. Okay, so Tamil, it was a communal riots between Tamil and Sinhalese. Okay, if you want to know the history of Tamil and Sinhali, then you must check it in the Wikipedia page, or if you want to check out documentary, then it is available on YouTube. So it's your choice. So I will not going to discuss about it. Okay, you just have to know little about it that during the time of Britishers, they had taken many Tamil people from Tamil Nadu, India to Sri Lanka for their plantation work and for many others works, and some even migrated there for business. But later, the native people of Sri Lanka, they are called Sinhalese. So they were exhausted. So they have thought that these outsiders or Tamil people, they are taking, robbing our things, our own resources. So they have tried. So they have thought that these all Tamils are not from our native place. They have been brought. They have been migrated. That's why they should not be taken any kind of. I mean, they should not be given any kind of respect, any kind of things from the government. So that kind of thing was said by the people of by the native people of Sri Lanka. So that's why they had this kind of fighting. So they had fought for their rights, and means both party, they had fought for their own native land, or for their own rights, for to save their culture and people. And besides, it is means through this novel, the novelist has also tried to depict the tendency of sexuality in human being, especially male. So through the novel, the writer has also tried to depict how since born, how a man is a man is forced to become what he is not, if his sexual tendency is not the homosexual. Okay, here we have got to know that the protagonist of the novel, he is actually a gay, he is a homosexual. So he doesn't want to marry a girl, instead he wants to marry a boy. Okay, and he was fallen in love with a boy of or men. So that kind of thing also the writer has tried to explore through this novel. So that will be a part of sexuality. And the writer has also tried to depict the circumstance, plight, and issues and discussions of diasporic society of Sri Lanka. So we all know many people from our India to live in another place. So they migrated to other country for their own benefit or for many other reasons. So just like that, from Sri Lanka to many people still they are living in staying in Canada, USA, and Britain, England. So just like that. So their things, their thinking, their nuisance, their problems, their issues, that all kind of thing. Through this plot, the writer has tried to depict. And The Funny Boy, it was published in 1994. It was set in Sri Lanka, where Selvadurai, he actually grew up. And Funny Boy, the novel is constructed in the form of 6 poignant stories about a boy coming to age with a wealthy Tamil family in Colombo. Actually, the title of this novel, it has its significance, because as the protagonist of this novel, as he was homosexual, therefore the people or the family members of his family or the society, they did not appreciate him when he tried to display that actually his sexual orientation is something else, and that is not typical. Okay, if something is not typical, if something is not common, then people will try to judge you, people will try to laugh at you. So that kind of same thing has been shown through this novel, that the writer, as the writer is not heterosexual, that's why people call him that this is a funny boy. Okay, he looks very funny, he is not like just like us, that's why he's funny. So that kind of mentality which we possess in our society or in our life, so that kind of thing also the point the writer has tried to depict through the characters of many novel. Okay, then the writer has constructed 6 point stories about our protagonist, and he belongs to a wealthy Tamil family in Colombo. Between the ages of 7 and 14, he explores his sexual identity and encounters the Sinhala Tamil tensions leading up to the 1983 riots. So when these Tamil and Sinhalese riots, it was broken out. At that time, massive number of people came out in the streets, on the streets, and they had actually killed each other brutally. Okay, and many people were burned down, many people were shot dead, many people were their clothes were removed, they were stripped naked. So that all kind of thing occurred during the 1983 riots. And beside that, the novel also tries to present the vivid sketches of family members, friends, and school teachers shown cooperating, arguing, loving, and living. And the large family and its arguments and its discussion reflect a specific culture, while in many aspects the problems are universal. Tensions mount as the riots come closer to home, and the whole family sleeps in their shoes so they can quickly escape should the Sinhalese mobs descend. So it is a kind of tragedy that we all human beings are, in the name of caste, creed, and religion, we are fighting, right? And this kind of thing, when it occurs, it really breaks our heart. So the same thing might have occurred to the author, or maybe the author, the novelist Shyam Selvadurai, he himself might have experienced this thing. So that's why this novel is also called semi-autobiographical novel. It means he might have experienced whatever he has tried to depict throughout the novel. Okay, so right now, still Sri Lanka is burning. Okay, and many politicians are being killed. So that is very unfortunate. So I hope, I pray to God that this kind of thing should be stopped, may stop as soon as possible, and may peace come to Sri Lanka, and the world, international community should raise their voice. They should cooperate, and they should help them to overcome this pathetic condition, this pathetic problem they are facing just right after the COVID pandemic. Okay, so I was digressed for some time. Now we will come back to the novel. Then what happened? The first act, not act, but the first this part, it is called Pigs Can't Fly. So the first part of the novel, it begins with the span days in which the grandchildren congregate, or they come together at Amachi and Apache's home. Arji and his family cousin, as usual, they play the game of bride, which is interrupted when the cousin Tanuja, her fatness, refused to indulge Arji's desire to be bride. The adults then ultimately discover their game, and one uncle tells Arji's father that you have a funny one here. Arji is no longer allowed to play with the girls. When he questions his mother, she responds with, because the sky is so high and pigs can't fly, and that's why. So from this instance, we have got to know that in our society, in our day-to-day life, in our family, or in our household, we often got to know that if our son or daughter, or if our family member is not behaving as they should behave according to the custom and tradition of the society or the belief system, then that people, or that person, or that human being is often sidelined, or that person is often given a nickname that is very not acceptable, and that is very not satisfactory. That's why when Arji's father has said that you have a funny one here, so this funny one is indicated to our protagonist of the novel. Okay, that's it. I think this will be the first part. This is just a little summary, but the second part is coming, and in the second part, I will try to discuss about the rest things that I have not included here. If I discuss, then it will be a little bit bigger, or the video will be very long. So I have decided to end this video here. So I think this video will be helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching the video. Bye bye.